Hey guys, I am getting ready to start the Mastermind 24. Today I'm hosting a 24-hour session for 10 of my key leaders in the company. Flew all the way down from different part of the country to meet up with me for a 24 hours mentorship session. I am so thrilled to meet them. I'm so thrilled to having dinner with them in the next 5 minutes. Next 24 hours is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Because to me, in order for you to become the top 1% in your industry, you got to have the right mentor who are willing to teach you the strategies, the right mindset, and the right skill set. Well, good morning. I want to take this moment to welcome all of the 24 Mastermind 24 contest winners joining me at the fabulous Las Vegas event. In the next 24 hours, it's my greatest honor to spend a lot of amazing personal time with you one-on-one. And I will do everything in my power to give you my undivided attention so you can ask me any questions regarding business, regarding career, regarding anything might be a little bit even more personal, so I can help you to clarify what direction you want to take in your life and business. So I want to take this special moment once again to welcome every single one of you to the fabulous Las Vegas Mastermind 24. Lon, welcome to the Mastermind 24 event. You know, every company are looking for that one dream recruit. To me, a dream recruit is somebody who has a strong desire and a strong will to win, but more than just winning, but they are doing the right thing to win. You are one of those very few leaders in the industry or even in the world who I can call a true dream recruit because you've done everything the right way. At the end, numbers don't lie. And I feel great about our future together, and you're inspiring a lot of people, not only in my company, but a lot of entrepreneurs or people who want to be an entrepreneurs outside of my company in a very big way. So today you get to ask me any questions in your mind. If anything I can elevate your thinking, skill set, even to a higher level, I would always want to do that for you because you're one of those leaders. I am absolutely committed to help you to get to greatness. You are already great. But I think that at every level, we can always get to another level. And I know that describes you. So if there are any particular things in your mind I can help you with.
Yeah, my first question is this, our company have attracted so many people from all industry, all field, especially many people in America, they work for big corporations. And then they saw how we helped so many people achieve the greatness, many people's dreams come true, and they desire to join our company. So my first question is this, what's the message to those people who already achieved something in the big corporation, but they joined us?
I think people coming from corporate America and wanted to be an entrepreneur and build a business, there are certain things that they shouldn't carry over if they want to be a true entrepreneur. I think that's your question. First thing, I think the egotistic mentality, they should wipe it out before they even want to be an entrepreneur. Because I think what stopped a lot of people getting to become successful to another level is they live on the past. The past sometimes is a challenge, is a mental block for us to get to the next level. The past has got us to where we are today. But also sometimes the past achievements can also be a block for someone who wants to get from $200,000 a year working in a corporate America job to making over $1 million as an entrepreneur. So egotistic mentality got to go away if they want to be successful. The second one is a big one. The kiss-ass mentality got to get away. Being successful as an entrepreneur like me, been doing this for 20 years, it's a little bit different than corporate America. In corporate America, you get the right coffee and give it to the right person for a long period of time, and you probably have a chance to get to a higher management level. But in the entrepreneurship world, Lon, the marketplace don't care who you are. They don't care if you are black, they don't care if you're white, they don't care if you're Asian, they don't care about your experience. The marketplace only cares about people who's willing to hustle and grind it out and doing the right thing. You are your own boss. And then, of course, the last one is, I have to say, I've been here for a long time mentality. In corporate America, people say, well, I've been here for 20 years. That's why I'm the VP. That's why, exactly, the title, right? And I should be the VP. I should do this. I entitled to have it because of the time. But building a company, being an entrepreneur, how long you've been in the business is not important. At the end is results. How did you get there? What did you do to get there? Are you willing to help me to get there? That's what people are thinking. And if you understand those three little things I talk about, coming from a corporate America world and wanting to become a true entrepreneur, in my opinion, they got to get rid of those three negative mentalities.
Yep, I totally agree. That's what we call be coachable,
yes,
humble, and with the right mindset.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yep.
And so my next question is that how do you pick your right candidates?
The right candidates,
yes,
to mentor, to work with.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not very complicated on picking the right candidates, but I am very strict on some of the non-negotiables. For example, to me, what is considered to be a great candidate to me is, number one, desire to win is more than anything else. Now, I think entrepreneurship can be taught. Everybody can learn to become a successful entrepreneur, but desire cannot be taught.
Yep.
Either you want it or you don't want it.
Yep.
If today I want you to win more than you want to win, that's not going to work. The reason why you're making $2 million a year right now is because you want to win more than I want you to win.
And I'm determined.
Right. So desire to me is the first very important element for someone to become successful. And the second element, the second point, no question about it, to me, working ethic. Work ethic is extremely, extremely critical to anyone's success. There's no overnight success. Many people are looking for shortcuts. They're looking for what is the better way. I don't have to do the basic, but I can get to the top. To me, it's impossible. I don't know what other people do out there, but to me, it's impossible. Working hard on the wrong thing is not going to do it. Working hard with many hours with the right strategy, to me, that's extremely, extremely important. So working ethic. Somebody come to me today and say, Jack, teach me how to get there. I'm willing to work 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours a day. I can help that person. I think the third element is audacity. And that word to me means so much because I started the industry at a very young age. Audacity to me is you have the intensity to not give up when you have many, many challenges come your way. Unfortunately, there are a lot of what I call entrepreneurs in the industry today. They want to be an entrepreneur, but they're one entrepreneur. They're very soft. They tend to give up. Exactly. And competitiveness is another one. I love somebody who want to compete. I love anybody who loves sports, who want to compete because, at the end, entrepreneurship is about wanting to be the best. Now, you might not become the best. You might not become number 1 or number 2 or number 5, but if you're competitive, you could be number 10. But number 10 is better than number 150. Yep. So having that competitive attitude is so critical for a candidate of my choice. Yep. And the last one, no question about it, is loyalty. Loyalty to me is everything. As you can see, I help you in every way for the last 6 years because I'm connected with your heart, because you are loyal to not only me. That's not even a big important part. You're loyal to the organization. You're loyal to your people. I'm loyal to my people. I'm loyal to my mentor and mentors. I'm loyal to my people. So loyalty to me is actually the most important one out of the 5. Because if you have somebody like that, you're gonna win in the long haul.
Yep. My last question.
Sure.
Is that, Jack, for you to build such a big company, very successful, many people follow you all over the United States, that how many leaders do you need to build a strong company like this?
You ready for the answer?
Yep.
1. That one leader is you. Through my career in 20 years, I had lost a lot of leaders. I lost a lot of people. Sometimes It's because of my fault. I was not ready for them when I was a rookie back then. Many times, it's their fault. They're not the right candidates for my company. Philosophies are different, but it doesn't matter. What it matters, Lon, is I'm still surviving. Most people think that you need thousands and thousands and thousands of people to build a great company. While that's absolutely great, no question at the end is numbers. But I truly believe from my heart, all you need is one.
It's yourself.
And that's yourself, the best you. As long as you don't get killed out of the business, you continue making adjustment, leading by example with your heart, then you're gonna have more and more good leaders attracted by your personality, attracted by your heart, attracted by your character. And eventually your army is gonna become bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay, so I appreciate you very, very much for all your dedication and commitment to grow this amazing crusade with me and so many of our great leaders. So I appreciate you. Officially welcome you to the Mastermind 24 event. Let's go ahead with whatever inner thoughts or questions you might have.
Thank you, Jack. My question is, today if you got a time machine and you can travel back to your 20s, what advice would you give to your younger self to be more successful in business?
If there's one thing I could do better, and if I can rewind back 20 years ago, I would definitely spend every dollar. I would take every dollar that I have in my saving. I would reinvest it back to my business, whether it's expanding my office or, spend more money on personal development seminar, videotapes to increase my identity, or hire an assistant that allow me to go out there and focusing on recruiting talents, building companies, and selling rather than doing all the admin stuff myself. And I know, not just believe, my business today will be like 100 times bigger.
My third question is, if today you could become any superhero, what would that be and why?
If I have to pick one superhero, I don't know if this is a superhero. I would have to say I want to be a Kung Fu Panda. You see, if you watch the cartoon Kung Fu Panda is a underrated panda. He doesn't even believe himself. Along the way, he met a mentor who taught him about you can actually play for Kung Fu. You actually can become great at it. He doesn't believe, he never believed that, really, I can be great in Kung Fu? Impossible. I'm overweight, I have a big head, I have a big body, I have no skill set. That described me when I started the industry. For me, I didn't have the right skill set, I didn't have the right mindset, but I had a desire to learn. I had a desire to win. I just simply needed somebody to guide me. Along the way, I met mentors after mentors after mentors who was willing to teach me the know-how, the mindset, the skill set, and eventually apply some of those stuff they taught me, and ultimately I became who I am today. What I have today is a byproduct of a lot of great mentors who taught me a lot of amazing things in life, in business, and eventually I built up my confidence through a lot of small victories, and ultimately today I won the war. Okay, Eggy, welcome you to the Mastermind 24 Las Vegas event. It's my honor to have you here. Anything in your mind that I can help you to clarify and give you maybe a better direction or maybe a better strategy to help you to elevate to an even higher level in 2017?
In your aspect, what is the biggest mistake or the mistakes that you think that young entrepreneurs that they will make, and how can they avoid that?
I think a lot of young entrepreneurs these days, they're impatient. But unfortunately, there's no overnight success for young entrepreneurs. I started when I was 20 years old. In blink of an eye, 20 years later, if you look close to my hair right now, I have some white hair now. The reason why I can get to where I'm today financially and career-wise, I was aggressively patient. I was working hard on the basic fundamental, making money, made a lot of mistakes, learn how to save money, learn how to invest money. I was very aggressive on the small fundamental stuff such as selling and recruiting and building, but I was very patient on the bigger things, on the big lifestyle. The credit that when I say something now people follow. Everybody said, wow, I want to be like you, Jack. When you say something, they follow. But that's because I paid 20 years of price for me to build my credit. So for young entrepreneurs, man, you guys a lot of time. You know, be aggressive, do the basic, but be patient with the big stuff. You know what I mean?
So today you are a very successful entrepreneur. Was there a time when you woke up and realize that you reach your full potential? And if so, how can you overcome that, or you know that you still have to learn and to share more?
Oh, have I? Oh my God, when I was much younger back then, I was cocky. I think when I made my first $100,000 a year, 20 years ago, I thought I knew everything. I thought that nobody else can give me any further advices because I know it all type of guy. So have I? The answer should be absolutely, right? Let me tell you what saved me. I think today people are not growing is because of the people they hang around with. What I mean by that is I used to hang around with people who's same level as me or below me. When I say below me, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person or more inferior than me. I'm talking about just income, maybe knowledge. When you hang around with people who's the same level or below you, you tend to be very loose. You tend to be like, I know everything. Because you always know a little bit more than they do. And it will really get you to think that you know everything. And that was me before. Until I started to hang around with people who are more successful than I am. They know more knowledge than I do. They run a bigger business than I do. They are wiser. They are richer. And then I say, wow, how come I never, ever thought of this way? How come I never, ever thought that I can actually get to the $500,000 income? I thought $100,000 was a lot of money. You know, I used to hang around with a rich guy, right? And I said to this rich guy, I said, look, one day I'm gonna own a Ferrari. And this rich guy said to me is that if you only have a Ferrari, you are a wannabe. You gotta have multiple Ferrari, Lamborghini. Rich people have many, many exotic cars. Now, does that mean I'm gonna get many, many different cars? Not necessary. And I think I have a Ferrari right now. I have a Lamborghini right now. But the fact that he just shared that with me, it blew my mind out. It's the way of thinking. Who do you compare to? If you hang around with people who are more successful than you are, it will definitely elevate your thinking. Bigger thinking equals bigger action. Then equate to bigger income and bigger results. What changed my mind? That's the question you're asking me is hanging around with the right people, hanging around with the people who are more successful, and ultimately changed my mind. And now I'm actually 20 years later thinking, I still don't know anything. I feel that I have so much more to learn. I don't know anything because if I'm comparing to people who's below me income-wise, I probably think that I know everything. Then if I compare to myself like Elon Musk, Jack Ma, Warren Buffett, these guys, I'm peanuts. Welcome to the Mastermind 24 Elite event. Let's get into some of your questions.
Thank you, Jack. So, we know that in order to be a successful entrepreneur, in order to succeed in our business,
Sure.
we have to go all in, hustle a lot. And sometimes I feel kind of like burning out because it's just working, hustling, and then sleep. There's no other personal life. I want to know, what do you do when you feel burning out?
Okay. Well, for me, I work extremely hard every single month. But every single month, personally, I always take about 3 days out, no business. I go to mini vacation. I love mini vacations. Every single year, I would take one, sometimes two bigger vacation. That's about 2 weeks. Every time when you travel, you take your mind out of the business, it actually re-energize you. It gets you refocused. It actually motivate you because when you go to different part of the world, you become more creative thinking. You re-energize yourself and come back and hustle again. And when you travel, it gives you the time to rethink about who you are. Why are you doing it? Where do you want to go? And what is your purpose in life? But one thing about me is that I don't just take vacation to just take vacation. A lot of people just, oh, I need vacation. All my vacations are triggered by the goals I have accomplished. Meaning, if this month I hit certain goals and I actually hit it, you know what? I'm gonna go to Las Vegas, wine and dine, all fun, all out, 3 days. But all my travels, all my vacation has to be triggered by some accomplishment and some goals. Without just, a lot of people just go because they say, well, I deserve a vacation. I just want to have a vacation. So if you do that, it's hard for you to lose the energy. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for you to lose the energy if you have a big purpose and you take time off from your business schedule to regroup, to have a time out in life and have a time out in business. That's very much needed.
My second question to you is, we always say that we cannot spoil our people in our business. They have to earn the right. However, to a few people, we actually give them some exception right at the beginning. For example, my mentor Lan actually gave me the exception to bring me to an event in Las Vegas where only the winners could go. But only because of that event, that environment changed my mindset, so that I know what our company is really about, so that I decided to stay and hustle. So my question is, how do you identify those people who you are willing to give the exception before they even do anything? Because if you choose wrong, your credibility go down.
Right, absolutely. Well, the thing about that is, I like to watch people. I use my sixth sense. For me is, I like to use my eyes to watch people for a long period of time. Maybe Lan watch you for maybe 60 to 90 days. She feel comfortable with you. Maybe she have some connection with you along the way. But that's between you and her. But for me, the philosophy how I run my company from the beginning to now is very simple. I don't listen to what other people say. I watch what they do at the end. Do I find connection about their heart? Are they just here to make money? Are they just here to stay for a year and then maybe want to move on? And if I feel the combination of great heart, work ethic is there, then I might make few exceptions on those people. But I don't like to make it a habit though. I don't like to make a habit an exception for everybody. And if I have to make an exception, it got to be somebody who's very special, that fit into the criteria of what I'm looking for. But when you make exceptions, there's always risk in business. Because if you make the exception to the wrong individual, that could be a bad thing for you. That could be a bad thing for your business. But if you make exception to the right person, it could be a big booster to your business. At the end, you are a businesswoman, I'm a businessman. My final answer to that question is, I like to use my eyes to watch what they do for a while before I even promote them. I can recognize people. If you do something good today, good job, Lou. Good job. Good job. But for me to endorse my name and promote somebody, oh, I have to watch you for a long time.
Third question for you is, I know I'm very honored to have your mentorship.
Yes.
I am a scientist. So from scientist to entrepreneur,
Yes.
what do you think are the most important 3 things I should do in order to, transition as smooth as possible?
Well, that's an extremely great question right there. From scientists, which Scientists, I assume that you don't deal with people on a daily basis. To an entrepreneur, that you're required to see and deal with people every day. That's a big transition right there. And the 3 pieces of advices I can give it to someone like you who can make your transition better and smoother, I always have to say, number 1, it all starts with the way you think. Knowing why you want to become an entrepreneur is more important than how you become an entrepreneur first. If today all you wanted to do is want to make a lot of money, then becoming that transition from a scientist, transition to entrepreneur become more difficult. I'm not saying it can't be done, but if today you see something is bigger, you can truly use this crusade or this product and changing people's life, and maybe the opportunity you can help a lot more people to become successful financially or whatever that might be, then transitioning with the right purpose become easier because everything starts with your mind. And the second component is change, right? Change is not easy. Nobody likes to change. Try this at home. If today you wake up in the morning, you get off bed just from the left side, and all of a sudden I'm saying, Wendy, tomorrow when you wake up, I want you to try on the right side and wake up and get off the right side of the bed. It's difficult, but here's the point. If you do it for 70, 80, 100 days, it becomes natural to you. So once you understand why you do something, then the next step has been making the commitment to change. If you're a scientist, you don't want to talk to people, then I'm sorry, you got to start to learn how to deal with people and talk to people. Learn the art of selling, learn the art of how to influence people. And the third advice I have to say is give it time. There's no overnight change. If someone who comes in the business, they come in the first day and they say, I want to change 30 days, your expectation is wrong. Give it time, be patient. As long as you know why you do it, you are committed to make changes, let time play its part, but be patient, because somebody will take 1 year. Some people could take 1.5 years. Some people could take 3 years. But if you make that commitment, eventually, in my opinion, you will be able to have a completely different package as a human being, as a person, as an entrepreneur.
If I ever want to ask you if you can use 3 words to define yourself, what those 3 words would be?
3 words to define myself: very normal person. Today, obviously, as I building a great company, surrounded myself with a lot of great people, great leaders, and obviously my success, my financial success, my career success, my reputation has also escalated because I have great people around me. And a lot of people, when they look at me, they tend to jump to the final conclusion that, wow, this is the final product of a successful entrepreneur, is because maybe they are born to be that way because they have certain dynamic personality. Well, you never met me when I was 20 years old. I was extremely shy. But through the business in the last 20 years, I learned how to deal with people more, and my personality actually changed for the better and become more life. The 3 words to describe me is very normal person. I don't think I'm different than anybody. I just think that whatever I have today is because I worked extremely hard for it for 20 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And eventually, through the right mentorship, with the right mentors and the right leaders surrounded myself, and took me a while to build up my own crew, ultimately I have achieved some success. But at the end of the day, I just don't feel that I'm better than anybody else. I really feel that way. And I just feel I'm extremely blessed to have the stuff I'm having today. That's why a lot of my commitments, my philosophies have always been putting others first.